So Ragtime is a musical about three groups of people: suburban, upper class whites, African Americans, and then immigrants from Russia. Actually, so these three groups interact with each other in the show. There is a lot of historical people, well-known people, celebrities mentioned in this show. One that influenced me most and inspired me most is Stanford White, who's an architect. Every Nesbitt's lover. And so I looked it up and to see what the architecture looked like at the time, and he is famous at the time. And so I look at the style, artistic climate, I do some research on it. And so later on I will talk about it and how it affects my design. There are also some symbolic images mentioned in the script, some of them metaphorical. Symbolic image including foreboding gates, and there is also chains, ropes mentioned, also the restriction and all free from it. Right? And those are symbolic elements, and there is one that I look very carefully is a ship. And Americans are all from different countries, most of us, right, except for the Native Americans. And so Europeans come to this land by ship, right? And then they brought slaves also by ship, right? Immigrants also come from the sea. So the sea and the ship is a very big elements for me while I'm doing my designs. I look at it and say how I could capture the essence of a ship without being a ship, because this play takes place in early 19th century and also early 20th century. And also in a lot of different places, although it's around the New York area. But it's interior, exterior, there's a lot of scene shifts going on. And so the set needs to be, neutral enough to accommodate all the scenes, but specific enough so that when give a little bit hint or a little bit in elements, it can be evocative of different places, right? And this set is inspired by the architecture of the time for Stanford White, who is an architect, who is also mentioned in the script. And I looked it up, and he had a very famous design. It's Penn Station. It is all made of metals. At the time, it was the Industrial Revolution, right? Heavy metals, a lot of metal structure, and some greasiness of the metal machines, right? I feel about this, and also I wanted to suggest somehow the ship, right? I look at what the ship looked like at the time, and so there's a lot of railings, right? There's also staircases that lead to different levels of the ship, as well as these holes that suggest a very characteristic of the ship of the time. So those were elements that I collected and try to express it and get the feel of industry, industry feel at the time, and by using metal material to construct the set.